Alright guys, it's King behind the camera with Yun. Say hi. Yeah, it's King behind. I'm the car factory.
Hey guys, this is Yannick/Midnight from Team Hoshigumi, and
What did you do? You got top 8 with what? Super Saiyan Blue Asha.
So Virginia in Dynasty in the Dynasty Cup 2v2 at Islands today, we had a 2v2 tournament where it was me and one other person. Me and one other person, which happened to be my other teammate from Team Hoshigumi, and we did. But yeah, we did 2v2 tournament, and the Asha that I played today got to top 8, and then we won one game in top 8. I went up against Thunderstrike Noikami, and then in the second game we got to top 4. But my partner, Ali, who'd you face? What deck did you face?
I faced Blasters.
You faced Blasters. So top 4, I ended up facing against
Chaos?
Against CBD, but I tried rushing him down, but he perfect guarded everything, and then afterwards he just swung at me for
too much defense.
Too much. No, he deluged me, forced me to call. So the only thing I had was one Asha, I had one perfect guard, one Liz, and then a Karen. That was it. So I couldn't guard everything. Cause what ended up happening was I had 2 Karens, right? And one of his grade 2s, it was like choose one of your opponent's rear guards and lock it. If you can't unlock it, it gains plus 5k. So if it didn't get the plus 5k, I would have been able to survive. But yeah, basically story of the TLDR today.
Alright, so he's going to be doing his Asha deck for us. So Blue Asha, Super Saiyan Blue. So go ahead. Yep, so you can go ahead and go through the deck however you want to do it. Whatever lineup you want to start off with.
Sure thing. So for the starter, I run Ida. Did run Irumi, but I changed to Ida because I'm currently running Katrina and Thuria, so in the event that I can get the OG Katrina and Thuria combo off, Ida will be perfect for that. And Ida also helps me in like worst case scenarios. She can help me get Kara and Diane off. So for today, I chose to use Ida. 4 copies of Phantasmal Asha.
She's the star of the deck.
Star of the deck. SP means good luck. 3 copies of the regular Redongus, the Steering Heart Asha, because I'm currently playing 12 grade 2, so I had to cut one Asha out, since I'm also running 2 Strike Fighters as well. 4 copies of Thuria. Like I mentioned before, I'm running the Katrina, so running 4 copies of Thuria. Was running Cheryl and I was running what's her name, Noelle, but Noelle is currently too slow with the Helmias, and Cheryl, I'm not running the crit build, I'm running the stamp build, so I had to toss those 2 out and just went with Thuria. 2 copies of Lipset. Gives you 326k column and 326. Gives the other column boost. Gives your Vanguard plus 8. You know the rest. Kara for the 40k, 45k with a GB4 Valhemia.
Wait, 45k?
Because when you call 2 of her out, 20, 20, that's 40. Then Valhemia gets plus 5k to the front column and plus 1 crit, so that becomes a 45 2 crit swing. What do you think I've been doing all day long?
What are you doing all that?
And then the grade 1 counterpart to Kara is Diane. These 2, basically the MVP of the day for me, because the resist has helped me against both Noikami and CBD. They couldn't do shit against this thing.
Resisting flowers.
Perfect Guard Tierney. Activate it, you get another one, Bloom activates, banish it, then you can bounce something, then you can add something back, so incredibly resourceful. Like I was mentioning with Thuria earlier, I'm running 4 copies of Katrina.
Hurricane Katrina.
Okay, Katrina. Originally I was running a pure resist build, but in the worst case scenario I'm facing something like, let's say, Luard, or maybe I'm facing something like ODT where resist isn't going to be an issue, but I have to swing at them. Katrina and Thuria, just them being there, is a good backup plan, because Thuria, like, if you get the Primavera combo off, she still hits you for like 128,000, so it still hurts. And then 2 copies of the Strike Fighter, because
did you have trouble striding finding your strides all day?
No, this is actually the perfect ratio because with 4 copies of Asha and 4 copies of Steering Heart, I would have to either draw into them or somehow, or one of my draw triggers will have to go into them. With this, at least, all I have to do is sit on Steering Heart, and the rest of it just end up becoming Strike Father. So she acts both as a Searcher and a Strike Father, which is why it was better if I just cut out 1 Steering Heart and have 2 Pet Minis.
Oh, okay, so you don't want to run like 4 because the other lineup is a little too important.
It's too heavy because I'm already running 4 reverse, so I had to only run 2, which is why I cut off 3 of them. And you don't really ride into Steering Heart anymore.
Okay, respectable.
And let me. For the Sugar lineup, 4 Daybreaks and 4 Elizabeth until she gets banned at least. But running 8 stand triggers because the idea of this deck is to go into the Valhemia rush, so you don't really need crits. If I was running Cheryl, I would be pulling crits for the early game rush, but with this one, I'm trying to go into late game Valhemia, so I run 4 stands so that I can constantly keep punching for like 30k with 2 crit.
She can work on defense as well, right? If you use her like with Rain Breath, I don't know if you're playing that, but
I would need another. If I do call out Rain Breath and I do call it, technically yes, I can get home. So, but most of the times it would only work. Most of the times it will only work on the rear guards because normally I don't have another copy of Asha out.
Okay.
It's really rare that I have another copy of Phantasmal Asha out.
Okay.
4 copies of draws because crits don't matter late game, so there was no point in playing any crits. And 12 stands was a bit too heavy. The 4 draws help out with hand issues. And then 4 copies of the heal.
The good kind of heal trigger.
The good kind of heal trigger. What the new heal does is that if you ditch over a G guard and you have another one in the drop zone, banish both. I said banish. Bind both, and then you can either soul charge or counter charge, so she offers for free.
Okay.
And that's basically for the main deck.
It's the main deck. Alright, where's that G zone at?
G zone.
Yeah, son, just gotta get to the Asha G zone.
Let me play this up first.
Wink.
Might as well call this deck profile like how to thick. How to thick.
You see he has an ARG top 8 playmat, Asha.
It's like for the G zone, I'm running 3 cards of Valhemia. 1 is definitely too low. 2 is also too low. Run at least 3 copies of her.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be blowing through all of them. You're definitely.
She's like your first turn stride?
Basically, yeah, she's almost always going to be your first in stride. There's a reason why the entire tournament I kept on saying like Asha nowadays. It's just become a one-trick pony Valhemia deck because you're always going to be constantly beyond Valhemia. But Valhemia, she swings, call 2 free from the deck. If you're familiar with Bloom mechanics, both those units Bloom activates, and then you just steamroll from there. What Valhemia also does is she unflips these 2. She unflips the Dream Spinnies for free, so that in the event that you do run out of all 3 Valhemias to use, you can just go into you can go into Glorious Blue, you can go to Glorious.
You don't stride her, you just stride her.
You don't stride her anymore. You just stride her. Unless you already counterblast and you have no counterblast to use, which it shouldn't happen. You don't counterblast as much nowadays. But in the event that you are out of counterblast, you'll go into her because she still searches for free without counterblast. Okay. But if she flips those 2, which then for your 4th try, if it ever gets that far, goes into Glorious Blue. 1 copy of Primavera. Fuck what anyone else says. Primavera is still Bay. 5 free attacks with simultaneous Bloom Call. Can't really compete against it.
Look at that.
I've gone into Primavera more often than I've gone into GBA. They both basically do the same
Deck's
shit.
better built for her now.
1 copy Inverno. Just in case you're low on hand count and you need to switch through shit. Shouldn't really have to use her too often because you are going to be running Elizabeths. So returning ship back to the deck shouldn't be an issue. 1 copy of GP8 just in case. This was meant to be Zoa, but I haven't gotten a copy of it yet, so I'm just running GP8 in place.
You ain't been missing nothing with Zoa, but alright.
Fucking 99,000 CAC.
Yeah, but still got that PG.
1 copy of Seabreeze.
Self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory, basically. Like you can like the Karen shit. If they try to grade 2 game you, drop the Sea Breeze, drop Kara. Guess what? You're swinging with 30k on against a grade 2. Good luck, have fun. One copy of Verna, because you're gonna be calling so much simultaneous stuff. She can either become a 20k or 25k. Normally. 2 copies of Internal. This bitch right here says fuck you to Chaos, fuck you to Narukami, fuck you to anything that gets rid of my field. If you have 4 or more units, so we have full field, or if you have 1 or less units, instantly gains 50k. Rainbow Cycle, in case I need to recycle stuff, because it's called Rainbow Cycle. What Rainbow Cycle does is, once you activate it, and it goes back to G zone, flip it face down, choose 2 units from your drop zone, send it back to the bottom of your deck. So she recycles for free in case you don't have Elizabeth, in case you don't have Asha.
Okay.
And then 1 copy of Rain Breath, in case, like Clay said.
Here we go. Rain Breath, the defensive card.
The OG G card for all neo-negative players. So yeah, Rain Breath, and then
at least I found out. This land actually
call this shit out plus 5k for free.
Okay.
And we'll do other and do other shit. But yeah, that's basically the entire lineup.
Well, thank you for doing the deck profile. Good job on getting top 4. No, you made top 8, right?
No, I made top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
What ended up happening during the last game was he had like 9 cards in his hand. So I swung at him with 50k, 40k, 30k, 26 Vanguard. He guarded every single one of them. Came his turn and just swung at me again. I was like, but it's okay though.
It's alright.
I got this one packed.
Alright, hey, you win the day. Alright, well thank you guys. This has been the King Behind the Camera. Cardfight King, go ahead and subscribe to me on Dynasty Cup channel, and we will see you guys in the next profile. Peace.